nerdettes and we little nerdlings all. It's your buddy Big Johnny G for Two Gun Pixie presents Legendary Gaming. Alright, so you have been faithfully following along with our Crazier Eights showcase. Yeah, the whole new way that we're doing things, that we're presenting our reviews, so to speak. We're doing it in a little bit of a different way, especially our how-to plays. And, well, this is pretty much the culmination of it. Because you've seen the unboxing, right? Yeah. And after that, there was the Big Johnny G, You Set Me Up, where we showed you, well, how to set up the game. And then after that, we jumped right into First Rounds on Me, where we showed you the first round of the game. So you get a feel for it, you know? Wet your toes, so to speak. And now we just finished up the full version of that. So me and Argon Al, we got some thoughts on this. Why don't you join us down at the table? And here we are down at the table. Told you I was here, told you I had Alex. So, we just, why did I move that so far out of the way? You put it here for a reason. Complete dummy. Alright, so we just finished the game. Crazier Eights! 1001 Nights. So this is Recoculous, and they've been doing a series. There's Crazier Eights, there's Crazier Eights Camelot, with a mini expansion play alone, Avalon.
Nice.
And this just went on sale on the 20th, November 20th. This went on sale. Cool. Really successful Kickstarter.
Yeah.
They got way more than they wanted. And this has, we haven't touched this yet, but it also has the first mini expansion also.
That's awesome.
Shahrazad. I always think I'm mispronouncing that. It's the lady that told the stories. Stay Alive. I don't know. And some promotional cards. We didn't go through the promotional cards with this yet, though.
Nope, not yet.
But I'm familiar. I'm really familiar with the Crazier Eight games. I've been playing them for like 2 years now.
Nice.
Pretty much everyone that has been a 20-sided warrior in the past, and most now, but not all.
Yeah.
Until now, I've played the Crazier Eight games, but this is your very first one.
It is.
You're familiar with Uno. You're familiar with Crazy Eights. This was a little different.
It is. It's a nice twist on it. Crazy Eights, Uno, pretty simple game, pretty straightforward. It's still simple with Crazier Eights, same basic rules, but I like that there's the assets which stay in front of you and have ongoing effects, and then the one-time special use cards. It makes the game more interesting. The
events, the one-shot cards, yeah.
Yeah.
The assets stay out in front of you. And as I told you at the end of the game, spoiler if you haven't watched it, I won.
Yeah.
Which was a real surprise to everyone that's been watching me regularly, right? I actually won. But I told Alex after the game, and I'm not sure if the camera was still rolling or not.
But it's, yeah.
But it's true, that's the first time I've actually ever won the game by getting rid of all my cards in my hand. Usually it's an asset or an event in the past that's caused me to win, and that's something you don't see in the normal games.
No.
Why did you think of that?
I liked it. I also like that discarding is an option, so that if you can't discard, you're not drawing extra cards. It doesn't make the game go longer. So the game is pretty well contained at, it's going to add so many minutes per player, but the game's not going to be crazy different playtimes. I don't expect, at least. I mean, I know there's some cards in here that do make your opponents draw cards, but we never played any of those against each other. And even then, I don't think you're going to add, 20 minutes to the game. And
some of the cards we did get that forces us to draw gave us the option of managing it. It was like draw 2 cards into your hand and then
put 2 cards back, any 2 from your hand.
Yeah, any 2. So you can get rid of 2 cards you don't think you're going to need the color or the suit or whatever.
Right.
Or with maybe the events and the assets that they give you don't like. So you can manage it a little bit.
Yeah, and we got a lot of events and assets that gave us extra discards so we could get through our hand even faster, which, you know, shortened the game a little bit too, which is great. I love ways of making the game. I mean, really the game's all about getting all the cards out of your hand. So anything to get cards out of your hand or mess up your opponent so they can't get cards out of their hand, either because you're stacking the top of the deck, you're giving them extra cards, you're replacing cards in their hand or replacing cards on their board. And that's always a lot of fun to me. So there's a lot of player interaction, which is always good in this type of game. It gets a little boring when it's like my turn and then your turn and it doesn't really matter what you do.
And that's a good point. Those options where you're able to look at the cards and put them back in any order, that almost gives this game a take that kind of effect, because you know what needs to be put down for the discard. You know the suit, you know the number. And by doing that, you're putting in two or more cards. I think there was one of them that said 4.
Yeah, you get to like stack the top 4 cards of the deck.
And you totally just screw over the other player.
Oh,
so
yeah.
it does add that take that aspect to the game, but it's not about take that.
Right.
So it comes up almost like it's like sprinkles on your ice cream kind of thing. It's not what you're getting it for, but it's nice that it's there.
Right, exactly. I agree.
So I'm glad you had a lot of fun with with your first experience with Crazier Eights.
Yeah, and it's definitely a game I want to play more. It's definitely a game worth picking up because you can. Anyone who's played Uno, Crazy Eights, like they'll play it. You know, they'll know how to play it, and I think it's a nice little twist on it.
Great gateway game, huh?
Yeah, great gateway game. Yeah, I think so.
Most families, at least here in America that I know of, have some sort of familiarity with Uno or Crazy Eights as a family card game.
Right. So there's nothing really to learn with this. It's just, well, you got to read the cards and do those extra things. So that's great. That's always great in my mind.
And then it really comes down to, what's kind of like your genre kind of thing. You like more like Camelot, then they have a Camelot version. You like the Arabian Nights, they got the Arabian Nights. Yep. And now the next one going to Kickstarter is Olympus, and I'm really looking forward to that because I love Greek mythology. As far as being a nerd, I totally cut my nerd teeth on that when I was a kid.
Nice.
So I'm really looking forward to that. And then I think there's also a base Crazier Eights, I think.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there is. But I've never had a chance to see that or play it. But these two are great. But this is the one we're reviewing right now.
And the artwork in it is beautiful. Oh. So I don't know how much of it is like Creative Commons and how much is was purchased for this game, but it's all just gorgeous. So that's another nice thing. And the graphic design on the cards is very clean and very clear, which is nice.
The font is easy to read.
Yep.
The layout, the general layout of where everything is easy on the eyes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. So I can still honestly say everyone I have put Crazy Eights down in front of has enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Still true. All right, so Alex, thank you very much, brother.
Yeah, thank you.
Always love hearing your opinion on these games, especially games that are absolutely new to you.
Yeah, no, it's always great fun for me.
Awesome. And thank all of you, too. Thank you for checking us out on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. Thank you so much for subscribing to us here on YouTube. Thank you for liking. Thank you for commenting. But, most of all, the greatest thank you give us, thank you for sharing our videos. All right, I'm Big Johnny G. This is the 20-Sided Warrior, Oregon Al, Alex himself. And we are out of here.